Camping season has begun, and folks everywhere are starting to replace their old worn-out tents and camping equipment. Lucky for you, we have tested 25 of the best-rated camping tents, and in this episode, we reveal the best camping tents into 2025. At Techie Tech News, we evaluate products for you, so you don't have to. Links to these products are listed in the description below, and please hit subscribe for more review videos. Camping tent number 5, MSR Habiscape. The MSR Habiscape may not catch your eye immediately upon setup, but its charm gradually emerges with time. It offers generous headspace, allowing occupants to stand comfortably not only at the center, but along the sides and near the door. Moreover, it boasts a remarkable array of pockets, 10 in total, with 2 accessible from the outside of the tent, eliminating the hassle of removing rain jackets and shoes just to stow away essentials like car keys. During our tests on a windy day, the tent's structural robustness stood out. Unlike typical tents of its type, it features 4 additional shorter poles connecting the upper portions of the wall, facilitating rapid assembly. Despite gusts, there was minimal give when pressure was applied to the sides and the ceiling, showcasing impressive stability even without the use of guidelines. A notable highlight was the innovative stuff sack. While often overlooked initially, the design proved invaluable during pack-up. Rather than tediously rolling the tent into a cylindrical bundle, the sack opens along the side, allowing for effortless packing even when the rainfly is soaked in dirt and water. It's really a small detail that should set a new standard for convenience. Camping tent number 4, NEMO Aurora Highrise 6P. Setting up the NEMO Aurora Highrise 6P tent was a blur in my memory, and I think that's a high praise in itself. Unlike the struggle often encountered with other 6-person tents, handling the rainfly single-handedly was a breeze with this one. Its color-coded corners effortlessly aligned with those of the tent, simplifying the process of draping it over the top. The rainfly's 2 lengthwise poles, snugly attached, kept it elevated above the tent's body, a crucial advantage on a challenging terrain of my test site, where staking was also a challenge. While the tent pads offered firm yet pliable ground ideal for staking, the surrounding areas proved compact and resilient to penetration. This common scenario in car camping raised questions about how the tent would fare under less than ideal staking conditions. However, the NEMO Aurora Highrise 6-piece tent's sturdy structure, courtesy of its poles and fly, mitigated concerns about inadequate staking. Its interior, adorned with a vibrant blue hue, extrudes a cheerful ambiance akin to a sunny day. We suspended a robust Goal Zero Lighthouse 600 camping lantern from the tent's central loop. Its lowest lumen setting cast a gentle glow throughout the night, despite an intense thunderstorm that rained through. With rain pouring and the sky echoing with thunder, the tent actually stood firm, providing us with a reassuring sense of safety. However, the design of the side windows, which closed from the inside using a simple toggle mechanism, raised a minor concern. While sufficient for a straightforward rainfall, with the rainfly providing cover for ample coverage, in a storm combined with rain and wind, this feature could potentially become a weak point. And camping tent number 3, Eureka Copper Canyon LX8. TTN's top pick for the best 8-person tent unquestionably belongs to the Eureka Copper Canyon LX8. Although not the simplest to assemble, it offers exceptional weather resistance at a budget-friendly price and boasts ample headroom. With 6 windows and 2 doors ensuring excellent ventilation, plus nearly vertical walls accommodating testers over 6 feet tall with room to spare, comfort was not compromised. And despite enduring strong winds during testing, this family tent quickly regained its composure without any damage to its fiberglass poles. Though there was a moment when the rainfly became detached at one corner, prompting us to reattach it using the provided Velcro tabs. This is an error due to one of us not actually attaching that corner properly, so it was simply just a setup error. Once the windows were securely zipped, the rainfly provided effective against overnight rain. However, we must say the tent immense complexity was a drawback. Assembly involved 3 fiberglass poles crisscrossing the ceiling and connecting 6 steel poles to each other at the end to form the walls, and this left a 10th pole to create the awning for the doorway. Even though the instructions were relatively straightforward, the process was time-consuming, and while I managed to set up the tent body solo, an extra pair of hands, particularly from a taller individual, was necessary to install the rainfly, something to consider. Camping tent number 2, Coleman Dark Room Skydome. If you've ever yearned for a camping experience where you could sleep in past dawn without being rudely awakened by the early sunlight, the Coleman Darkroom Skydome holds immense appeal. Even in the brightest day, stepping inside this tent reveals a near pitch black environment, with only minimal light seeping in from the corners and edges of the door. Additionally, it maintains a noticeably cooler interior compared to similar enclosed tents. Setting up the 8-person model to this tent provide relatively straightforward. The 2 primary poles anchored to the far corners effortlessly crisscrossing each other from the side, an intuitive design reminiscent of smaller 2-person tents. However, this simplicity comes with its limitations. Despite its designation for an 8-person tent, its 108 square foot space would probably accommodate no more than 4 individuals, maybe 5 if you're a particularly close-knit group. And while exhibiting significant buffering in the wind, the fiberglass poles did hold up admirably. A minor challenge arose with the final pole, a separate fiberglass section tasked with supporting the rainfly over the door. Its location on the tent lacked clear indication, complicating the setup process. Additionally, during breakdown, the attached poles are an added degree of difficulty when attempting to pack up the tent back into its carrying case, although with some effort it eventually fit in without struggle. Camping tent number 1, Gazelle T4 GT400GR. This square one-room tent truly distinguishes itself from the rest and has now earned its place as my preferred choice for car camping. Boasting a center height of 6.5 feet, it comfortably accommodates even to the tallest campers, while its generous 61 square foot of floor space easily sleeps 4. Setting it out straight out of the box was a breeze. Simply deploy the ceiling into place, then extend the next 4 sides of the hubs outward. It comes equipped with an abundance of stakes, ranging from small to large, ensuring secure anchoring of the edges and the guy lines. A standout feature of this tent is its numerous windows, each fitted with mesh screens and shades that can be adjusted to allow for natural light or to provide privacy. This excellent ventilation system effectively prevents moisture buildup, enhancing overall comfort. Storage options are plentiful thanks to its head-level gear loft and 8 pockets. And what truly sets this tent apart from the others is its exceptional durability. Enduring over 2 months of varied weather conditions, including 40-mile-per-hour gusts, driving rain and wet snow, it proved resilient. While 8 inches of wet snow did cause a temporary and partial collapse, the tent quickly rebounded once we cleared the area, demonstrating its resilience. The tent material around is crafted from 210 denier polyester, offering superior protection throughout the tent's exterior. In the end, we think all of these tents are awesome, but let's do a rapid-fire summary of all 5 of these awesome tents. The MSR Habiscape is our best 4-person size tent, followed up by the NEMO Aurora Highrise 6P for 6 people. Then that is followed up again with the Eureka Copper Canyon LX8 if you need room for up to 8 humans. If you need durability and a sunshade to go with it, then the Coleman Darkroom Skydome is for you. And ultimately, if you hate setting up tents, the Gazelle T4 GT400GR is the best instant tent we have seen. Folks, we hope we have saved you hours of research, or at least have given you some useful information to digest. And out of all of these tents, which camping tent would you choose? Comment down below. Again, links to all of these items and our social media are posted in the video description box below. And when you're ready, check out the next video.